Eala outclasses Russia's Charaeva for a rousing home debut as pro. Manila, Philippines, her story made. Eala put on a show in her first-ever professional home tournament, rocking Russian rival Alina Charaeva with a 6-1. 6-2 clinic before a jam-packed crowd in round one of the 2026 WTA 125 Philippine Women's Open at the new-look Rizal Memorial Tennis Center in Manila on Monday. The 20-year-old pride needed just 76 minutes to run away against the WTA No. 163 foe with a victory and remained, as expected, as the only Filipina standing in the 32-player main draw of this trailblazing tourney. Eala, WTA No. 49, did behind masterful closeouts, staging a 5-0 finishing kick in the first and 6-0 dagger in the second set from a 0-2 deficit, eliciting a standing ovation from the adoring Filipino faithfuls. The second-seeded ace, who's the first Filipina to barge into the world's top 50, will face either number 140 Himino Sakitsum or number 204 Naobino, both from Japan, in round 2 on Wednesday. Matagal keo na itong pinapangarap so gusto keo lang magpasalamat sa inyong lahat, beamed Eala. Playing home matches is like seeing my two worlds collide, Manila and the WTA Tour. It's a reflection of how far I in tennis here have come. Nothing compares the feeling of playing in front of the Filipinos, so I will do my best and try to enjoy. Eala, who was welcomed with cheers and chants just upon entering the center court, held all of her serves in the first set. She then came out of medical timeout in the third game of the second set with guns blazing. Then trailing 1-2, Eala since never yielded a game to a familiar opponent, who beat her in their first encounter back in the 2020 ITF Spain. 6-3, 6-3. Eala last played at home as a junior in 2018, and she came back in style. Her win made up for the early exit of Filipino wildcards, led by the country's second-ranked player and Thailand's Southeast Asian Games bronze medalist Tenny Mighties. Inspired by a mammoth crowd at center court as a primer to Eala A duel, Mighties raced to a 2-0 start only to win just 2 games the rest of the way for a 6-4. 6-0 defeat to WTA No. 197 Manankia, Sawanki of Thailand, who lost to Eala in the SCAG finals. UAAP ace Elizabeth Barquet of National University also absorbed a double bagel against the 26-year-old Mahantama of Japan. 6-0, 6-0 in only 44 minutes of play, as 2 Filipina tandems crashed out in doubles play. UAAP MVP K and Emina of University Sano Tomas, with partner and fellow Tigress Justin Maneja, bowed out of contention through a 6-2 defeat to the 4th-seeded pair of Argentina's Nicole Fossa Huergo and Latvia's Darja Semenistija in only 54 minutes. It's the same fate for the tandem of Angelina Alcala and Joanna Pena with a 6-0, 6-1 loss to Chinese Taipei's Yuyan Li and Japan's Sarah Saito in 44 minutes.